Yeah, so you may have watched part one. So this is just a brief part two to say that I'm beginning to expect a general election sooner rather than later. And it will be a total waste of time because we already know the trajectory. Everything there is in place. It's all, but the only difference is we're going to have a massive crackdown of free speech under Keir Starmer. There is already a bill in Scotland that makes even things you say in private, say at a dinner party, at a gathering with friends and family, prosecutable. So even in a private space in your own home, if someone there who you can't really trust has felt you said something untoward, that's maybe hate speech, something like that, you can be prosecuted. What does that say? That says to me we're on that whole communism, the Stasi, the Checker. Everyone's going to be terrified to say anything because of these thought crimes. It's getting more and more difficult for people to push back. And as you can see from what I was saying in the last broadcast, you're going to have, MPs complaining if people are pushing back too hard. And, there's always a fine line with these free speech things because, it's all down to the interpretation because the law is left wide open. If someone perceives something as being, I don't know whether it's abusive, what the exact terminology is, but if someone's offended or someone perceives someone else as offended, they're creating this vagueness around it. So it's very open-ended. So virtually anything could lead to a prosecution. Once you're into a prosecution, you're into lawfare, you're shelling out loads on lawyers. Even if you are acquitted in court, it's been a massive waste of your time, possible damage to your reputation, your business, lots of loss of income, wasted money. You can see how they're going to terrify people of saying anything. Even I'm thinking you come on just to have a casual chat with you guys and you think you've got to be so careful what you say. And this will become increasingly so, particularly under Labour, because they're ultra woke. So with the Conservatives, they have a brand. They are the Conservatives. So they have to, on a superficial level, play lip service to some conservative values, or at least try to pretend they're doing things about maybe immigration and things they know their core base don't like. But Labour don't have any of those constraints. Their core base are gung-ho about everything. The only problem for Labour is their core vote, the Muslim vote, are going to be turned off by Labour's particularly Keir Starmer, Angela Rayner, David Lammy. Some of their big hitters are very, very pro-Zionist, which does create a problem. But I think when it comes to an election, it's not going to matter. In terms of Richard Tice and Reform and Nigel Farage and all the small parties would take a long time to get a foothold. They don't even have one seat at the moment. And things are moving very, very, very quickly now. We've got a shot at an election, which won't make any difference. The next time's 5 years' time. So by then, everything will be in place. So I doubt it'll even be worth bothering about. And can you imagine, it'll be even more difficult for small parties to get a foothold between now and the next 5 years. And I really think it's too late by then anyway. The only chance for people now is more direct action through, like with the farmer strikes, the farmers protests we see happening in France, Germany, etc. Direct action like striking, withholding income, protesting through boycott and just withholding payments of things. That's going to be the next way because casting a vote simply not going to do anything. Also, be noticing Elon Musk apparently, I did hear an interview of him where he was admitting that he had to do something because otherwise the FCC in America would have stopped him getting any further loans and Tesla would have died. And just to say, Jeff Bezos, he did a leverage buyout of the Washington Post. So all these people are highly reliant on debt because of their leveraging. And that means that someone else has control over what they do because they can easily pull the plug. And these people are not free agents. The whole thing, people have become on Twitter so excited by the fact that he's let them back on, that they are now, allowing their judgment to fail them because Musk is a tool of the elite. They've put him there, they've empowered him, but what they know is now these figures like Soros and Gates and Schwab are so incredibly unpopular. They're unsellable, even Obama and whatever. So they've got to create a new group of people that they feel a lot of people will trust and buy into to lead the sheep in the wrong direction again. And unfortunately, a lot of people in alternate media who should know better are being misled. Anyway, take care, guys. I hope you're having a good Sunday.